Hey guys, welcome back to Human Condition. This video is another video in our philosophy series. This video is what is Epicureanism, the philosophy of friendship. So this should be a pretty interesting one. Epicureanism is a really cool philosophy that stresses in life that the ultimate good is comfort and friendship. So yeah, should be a pretty interesting one. There's two main topics we'll talk about in this video. The different types of desires, the three different types of desires this philosophy suggests that people have, and how one can avoid. But two ways to avoid pain is aponia and ataraxia. Aponia is the idea that in life, be free of physical pain is the ultimate good, according to this philosophy potentially, and that one should try to always avoid physical pain and hunger. That's one of the main forms of comfort. And this philosophy is actually really cool because it's the second part is ataraxia, which is the idea of living life without stress and mental anxiety. So this philosophy is actually pretty cool because it stresses the idea that even thousands of years ago, this philosophy is really good if you suffer from anxiety potentially, because it's just in life, if something stresses you too much, you should just avoid it, which is not always feasible and optional, but it suggests ataraxia is the idea that we should be free from mental stress and anxiety and distress. And one of the ultimate goals of comfort is to be free of fear and anxiety, which is pretty crazy and pretty cool that they stressed this thousands of years ago. So Epicureanism can be kind of like, except for anxiety, this could be like kind of like the lit go-to one, because it's like live life, chill and vibe, and hang out with your friends, essentially, which is Epicureanism. It also suggests the second topic, the three different types of desires. People have three desires. One is considered natural and necessary, natural and unnecessary, and unnatural and unnecessary. The first one, natural and necessary, it suggests that good food, water, shelter, and friendships are natural and necessary things of life. To live in life, you have to have good friends, a lit squad, good friends, good food, and shelter. That is the natural and necessary, and this is what we should be striving for in life. Second part is natural but unnecessary. These are like luxury items of life. It suggests that one can try to obtain these, but this should not be their main goal, and that luxury items and stuff like that is actually okay, like Lambos and stuff like that, as long as there's not an excess amount of a lot of wealth, but as long as you don't try to obtain immense wealth and immense amount of luxury items. It's a natural drive, but unnecessary. The third is unnatural and unnecessary. This is social status, fame, and power. And the reason this is the worst, it says, is apparently, according to Epicureanism, we should live a solitary life with a few good, fine items and food, but and good friends, but not seek fame and success and social status, because this is an unending cycle. It will lead you in an unending cycle of anxiety and pain and suffering mentally, which makes sense if you think about it, because you'll always be striving for something that you'll never achieve. And also immense wealth is also because fame, status, and power, if that's your main focus, you'll never get enough, sadly. So this philosophy suggests avoid those things and only focus on a few good items, a few good friends, and living a life of mental peace, which is pretty cool, which is pretty tough. So this is actually a pretty cool philosophy when I was thinking about it, not in my opinion. And I used to think, like our previous video, Stoicism, I talked about how I had more of as I've gotten older, I realized I used to think I had a Stoic mindset, but I've kind of leaned more towards the Epicureanism mindset, the life of comfort and friendship. As I've gotten older, I've always valued my friendships, but as I've gotten older, I've valued my friendships more because I've met a lot of great, awesome people, and I feel like that is more my focus now. Although I still want to be moral, like Stoicism suggests, this philosophy suggests that maintain those good, strong friendships with those awesome people that you might meet in your life, and to just live a fun, comfort-free vibe in life. and chill life. And the only potential problem with, and that what makes me think I move between Stoicism and Epicureanism, is the idea Stoicism is the ultimate good in life is to be a good person, whereas Epicureanism is the ultimate goal in life is to feel comfortable and have friends. The problem with this is, if you go on the extreme level, if you choose between the two, Epicureanism can potentially make you complacent. Like in a society where there's some things that aren't morally good, you'd be complacent if you were fully Epicurist, would be fully complacent in a morally corrupt society. So it's good to be balanced, I think, in the philosophy, these two, because if you're a fully Epicurist in an immoral society, you might not challenge because you live comfortable and have good friendships. And if you're truly a Stoic, you always be uncomfortable because you're trying to always live morally good. So I think there's a good balance between the two, in my opinion. I could be wrong. Yeah, in conclusion, what is Epicureanism? Epicureanism, the philosophy of friendship. Epicureanism is a cool, lit philosophy that suggests the main good in life, unlike Stoicism, which is being a good person, always. The main good in life is to live a life of mental comfort, physical comfort, and friendships. And to build those friendships, and the only thing you should really seek out is to live a comfortable life. There's two things: to live a comfortable life and friendships. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe if you want. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.